we have a guest here, Jesse. So, how are you doing today, Jesse?
I'm doing well.
How's your morning?
Going well.
It's going well. All right. Was it easy getting over here?
It was interesting. Getting here was no problem, but this is a crazy campus. It really is. There's a lot going on here.
Yeah, that's what everyone says. Like, it's so confusing just to go like, oh, I don't know where to go.
Well, it reminds me of my college campus. So, I mean, you guys definitely have a nice environment, but it was just trying to find where to go and all that was pretty interesting. But it's beautiful. So far so good.
Um, so I guess we can just jump straight into it. So like, if you would like to tell us like just a little bit about your business, you know?
Okay. My name is Jessica Graves, and I own Caketastic in Marysville. We're located right on State Avenue, and basically we're a cake shop and a bakery, and we do everything from a simple cookie all the way to the most elaborate cake or wedding cake. We always have desserts ready, and then we also specialize in custom cakes.
So, when did you start this business of yours?
Actually, Cinco de Mayo is our 4-year anniversary, so it's coming up on Thursday. So we've been at our location in Marysville since for 4 years now. So we'll have that on Thursday.
So is Marysville your only location as of
Right
now?
now, I'm not sure about a second one anytime soon, but
Okay.
yeah, right now we're just in Marysville.
Do you think your business will expand, hopefully?
Well, hopefully one day. That would be a great thing to have like a satellite shop where we can just bring in big goods, like in a fast-paced area like a mall or something. That would be our next step, or to open a bigger location.
Oh, okay.
So, what inspired you to create this business, this cake business? Have you always wanted, like, was that your dream?
Well, I kind of bounced around. So after high school, I took a year off and I just worked, and then I decided to go to culinary school. And I decided that being a regular chef wasn't really for me, and kind of stepped away from it because at the time I went to school, they really didn't have a huge pastry program at my college. So I ended up going to school for education and got my associates, and then I did an internship at Walt Disney World where I got to be a chef at one of their resorts, which was a fantastic experience and had a lot of fun. And then kind of bounced back to business, got my degree in business, and then decided it was time to make a business out of it. So I've been doing it for about 8 years, and 4 years in our shop, and about 4 years before that just out of my home for friends and family.
Okay, so more about like your profession. Like, what kind of like background credentials do you need like to own like cake shop? Is there like anything?
Well, there's a lot. I had a very colorful college experience just because I wasn't sure what I wanted to do. So I started with culinary, which is a great background to get. And then I ended up in business, and I ended up getting my business degree. And for anyone who's deciding to open any type of business, business degree is absolutely fabulous. It will teach you what you need to know about opening a business, how to run it, how to plan for a business, how to have employees and handle them. So, I mean, anyone who is thinking of any type of business, going for a business degree is the way to go.
Oh, that's cool.
So as of your cakes, what has been the most unique, like, cake that anyone's ever ordered, or anything
Well,
you made?
we've had a lot of different ones, from the basic birthday cake to the most outrageous 3D. We've done all different types. I don't know, there's like an outrageously unique one. We've done a barrel, we've done a Ford Mustang, we've done a 6-tier wedding cake. So they're all a little bit unique in the style because they're all different. When our customers come in to talk to us, they basically sit down with me and we will design a cake right then and there. So most of the times, with a lot of our customers, whatever they're ordering, it has never been done before. And a lot of times we're taking on some interesting challenges.
Oh, so like, would you like draw it out, like the cake and everything?
And I always tell my customers I'm a better decorator than I am a drawer. But at least we can go over all the details, and that way they know exactly what it will look like and what we will offer with pricing and how the design will come out.
So like, would the cakes be like really big, right? More bigger than like your average cake, right?
Well, we do all the way from a 4-inch, which it would be like a baby smash cake for a 1-year-old or a 2-year-old's birthday, to the most elaborate. We've done a 6-tier wedding cake before, so they all vary in sizes. I have a lady who is coming in to talk to me tomorrow about doing a vacuum cleaner, where it's going to be a 3D vacuum cleaner standing straight up, so it'll be about that big. So they're all very unique in their way and vary in size. sizes.
So each time you make a cake, like the time varies. Like,
Well, there's only three and a half, I should say, three and a half of us. I have myself and I have two assistants, and then I have a part-timer who comes in when we're really in need. So we keep a very strict schedule just because we have very limited hours and have to get a lot done. Basically a 40-hour week within about 30 hours. So we have a very strict schedule that we have for production. And that starts on Tuesday all the way through Saturday, and that's every day doing a different step to make sure that we're ready for our clients on Fridays, Saturdays, and Sundays.
Oh, so knowing like Caketastic is like only located in like Marysville, right? So, how many orders have like you filled for at Caketastic?
Honestly, I would say it's in the hundreds at least. Probably at least 500. This year alone, we have already 50 weddings booked, and that's just our wedding cakes.
Yeah.
That's not counting our everyday special occasions. So we do probably about, I would say, 5 to 15 orders a week, and that could be anything from a cookie order to a wedding cake. We do cake pops, cupcakes, so there's always orders. The way I kind of track it is that when I have my order forms done, I get 100 at a time. So when I run out of them, I know we've done 100. So I would say we're in the hundreds at least. I kind of lost track after a while.
all right. So I guess we'll take a break right now, and we'll play our first segment called Naruto.
Oh my god, do you watch Naruto?
Why did you knock my phone off the table?
It was an accident. Do you want to fight about it?
Yeah, prepare to lose.
Water style, water dragon.
Fire style, fire jutsu!
Water style, water bomb. Now it's time for my finishing move. Rasengan.
What? Only Naruto can do that.
Here's the thing. I am Naruto.
Welcome back to Charge Chat. I'm your host Josh, our co-host Ryan, and our guest Jesse from Simply Caketastic. So we'll jump right back into it and talk about her business and about her cakes again. So from what is the pricing range of from your cookies to the cakes that you have?
So for our custom cakes, they start at $25, and that would be for a small birthday or everyday cake. They will go up to about $1,500, and that would be for our most elaborate wedding cake. We also do cupcakes, which run around the $2 range, and then our other desserts. Everything usually that we have in the case ready to be bought is under $5. So we have cake pops, cheesecakes, pies, and cupcakes, and they all seem to stay under that price mark.
So is there like a unique way that you guys make your cakes, or do you plan out how the cakes are made, specifically?
Well, we do at the time of the consult, just because I sit down with the customers and we design it then. A lot of times, especially if it's a unique cake where we are having to carve it or it's something we haven't done before, we actually will kind of do it on the fly, just where we are doing production, and when it comes to that time, we will actually carve it out, do our stencils and all that at the time. There are some that I will do ahead of time where I get some prep work in, but a lot of times it's that whole entire week is when we'll be doing all the carving and designing.
Oh, so like an average day at like your business, like would it be like just like selling cookies or something like that?
Well,
And,
the
like,
way we work is I have 2 little children, so my hours are a little bit limited right now. So we are open 12:30 to 5 in the afternoons. I have my assistant come in the mornings, and she basically preps things for our case. And basically, we can have customers just walk in and buy something out of our pastry case. Then while we are open, we'll do our production. So today being Tuesday, we will start baking. And the first thing we do is make a list of all the different orders we have and what we have to bake off. And that's the first thing we do is we bake all of our layers of cakes. And then tomorrow we'll go on to our next step of production where we're building cakes. And then Thursday we're crumbing and frosting them. And then Friday and Saturday are decorating, decorating and finishing them up and then having them ready for pickup. So we have a very strict schedule that we stay with.
oh, okay.
So, have you made anything? Have you made an order for any famous person that you would say?
I think my most, the closest I have to notoriety is we had, I'm trying to think when it was. It was just when we opened. We had a customer order a Seahawks cake from us, and at the time we were offering deliveries. Come to find out that it was Chris Spencer for his little son who he used to play for the Seahawks.
Yeah.
And he had ordered the Seahawks football field with a helmet on it for his son's birthday. And we actually got to deliver it to him down in Kirkland. And he's a big dude. Very nice, welcomed us into his home. But that's probably the closest notoriety out of our
Do you ever
shop.
wonder how he got to your cake shop?
I do wonder that
Yeah.
because, you know, when you Google search or anything like that, you know, you kind of look around and you'll find different places. But it wasn't like we were the closest, but his wife happened to find us, and we were very honored to do that. When I was in culinary school, I worked at a bakery in Maryland, and we did a lot of desserts at a mass production. And there we did a lot more of famous, if you want to say. We did a lot of desserts for the White House. We did it for the Canham Yards, the hotels, things like that. So notoriety, that's probably the closest I've been. But Chris Spencer is probably the only one I really have under my belt as being famous.
Oh, so like go on like deliveries, like would it be like the farthest destination you ever had to like deliver a cake or like cookies?
I can honestly say 3,000 miles. And why
Really?
I say it that
Wow.
way,
Oh my.
we happen to be going back to Maryland where we're from, and our family members and our friends found out that we were coming back home, and I had about 4 people ask me to do cakes. So I had to ship all of my equipment, you know, my pans and all that to Maryland, and then when I got there, I basically was working out of my sister's kitchen. So that is the farthest I've ever done and delivered cakes. Locally, we have a delivery going up to Coopville, so that's pretty far. That's about 50, 60 miles. We've gone all the way down to Tacoma, going up to Bellingham. So probably about 50 to 100 miles is as far as we'll go, just because we want to make sure everything is sturdy and fresh.
So, do you deliver the cakes yourselves, or?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I've
Pretty
had
cool.
help from my husband, but when those cakes go out, they're usually tiered cakes, and those are my babies. So I drive like a grandma, and I go very slow over railroad tracks, and I'm usually the one that will deliver all of any type of cake we're delivering. I'm usually the one that will do it.
Well, like anything to do satisfy a customer, right?
Absolutely. Yeah, customer is always right. So we want to make sure that we go that extra step to make sure they have a great experience with us.
Have you ever had a customer that was unhappy with the cake that you guys made?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
You can't please everyone, and you know it may be a miscommunication on their part, our part. You know, there comes up every so often. You'll have someone that wasn't too happy, or something didn't go the way they wanted, and the best thing you do is apologize and just try to make it right for them. It doesn't happen very often, but it is always heartbreaking for me because a lot of work and a lot of love goes into our cakes. So if something is wrong with it or they're not happy with it, you know, we take it to heart because it's a lot of hard work that we put into it.
Has like one customer ever been like really mad? Like
We've had
not,
a
like-
couple, and one was really mad, and it wasn't even our fault, which was kind of frustrating. It was kind of a miscommunication on her part, but it happens, and if you have an irate customer, you just take care of it and just try to make it right.
Oh, okay.
So, what would your process be of trying to fix that kind of situation? Like, would you make them another cake, or would they just get a refund? or something?
A lot of times when we find out it's after the fact, if we're able to fix it per se, you know, we had one that I think a decoration fell off. So they happened to be able to bring it back to the shop, and we were able to fix it right then and there. A lot of times we find the complaints after they've already been delivered, had their event. So mainly we try to make it right by either apologizing, maybe doing a refund, offering a credit. If we have the opportunity to redo the cake, then we'll try to do that. It just basically try to make sure that the customer is happy and that we make whatever went wrong right.
Okay, so working at Caketastic, do you have like any favorite desserts that you'd like? Since you
Well, everybody asks me how do you work in a cake shop, and honestly, desserts are one of my favorites. But honestly, working around them, I can say that I'm kind of immune to things. We really love coming up with new things. Just like coming this summer, we'll be doing ice cream push pops, where it's ice cream and cake mixed together, where you can come in and the push pops are like the little tubes that you push it up and it's like ice cream. Yeah. We'll be doing ice cream push pops, ice cream sandwiches. So those are always fun, and just decorating.
I'll have to come in and try that.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah. That sounds really good.
And any of the new desserts, we have awesome flavors. Our margarita cupcakes, our Ghirardelli chocolate cupcakes. So we have a lot of cool different desserts. So I tend to flock all over the place, but my assistants are usually the taste testers, because I've done that, and it's like, okay, you can afford to gain a few pounds, so you can have the testing here. So if I had a favorite, it would probably just be one of our chocolate cupcakes with chocolate ganache, just because, you know, it's chocolate. How can you not like chocolate?
Well, personally, I don't like chocolate. I'm sorry.
That's okay. We actually get a lot.
Do you guys have like seasonal flavors?
We do. So during the summer, we will do like peach bourbon is one of our regular ones, but it seems to be more popular during the summer. Margarita is another one. We also have like a lemon blueberry. So we usually try to have different flavors that go with the season. So like in the fall, we'll have spice, and then we'll have apple spice and cheese, cinnamon cheesecake, you know, things like that to kind of match the season.
So as far as ordering, do you have to be in store or call, or can you order offline?
There's many avenues that people can go to order from us. One is our email, so if they go through our website, they can contact us through our website. They can also order online. There are some of our items, just like a basic birthday cake, order of cupcakes, order of cookies, that can be done online. They can email, they can Facebook me, they can call, they can walk in. So during the week, I usually have about 3 or 4 different conversations going on with customers, and they're all different avenues. So I have to make sure that I'm checking Facebook, I'm checking my voicemail, excuse me, my emails. You know, just making sure that I have everyone covered. But we get them all different ways. I even get orders by text. So really? I have customers that have me in their phone as Cake Lady. So I'll text my Cake Lady. So they come in every which way.
So, what is the oddest cake that you have ever made for someone?
Oddest cake? Well, we had a pirate wedding. The pirates that do seafarer and all the parades and all that, one of their daughters was getting married, and we did a beautiful wedding cake for them. But the father of the bride wanted a rum barrel. So the rum barrel was about that big, and it was completely laced with rum inside. So the cake was completely rum cake with rum mousse, and it looked like a rum barrel. Oddest, I don't really know, because they're so unique. We have all different types. We've done, the Star Wars versions. We've done cars. We've done tractor trailers. So they're all a little bit odd in their own ways. Yeah, so I just call them unique. But we've had some crazy ones go out of our shop.
So we'll be right back with another segment. It's called
So ready. Where is it? Where's my cake? I don't know what you're talking about. You're the only person I told about my cake. Man.
I don't know what a chocolate cake is.
Ha! I never told you what the flavor was. I just told you I had a cake. Sorry.
Welcome back to Charter Chat. This is our guest from Simply Caketastic, Jesse. I'm your host and co-host Ryan.
So, all right. So, like going about your business again, Caketastic. Like, are your when you orders are your orders like strictly in like store only, or like can they also be like online? And like also like you said about like text, that's like one of the reasons. But like, can it be online as well?
It can. Through our website, there are things that people can order and pay through our website that are like our cupcakes, our cookies, our basic birthday cake. So things can be ordered that way. They can choose to have it either delivered or pick it up at our shop. So we do get it online, and then like with our special orders, we do get the lines of communication starting with emails, texting, Facebook. So we have them coming in all different ways.
So, how many like types of just default cakes you have? Just able, like, if you walk in, you can just come pick it up.
Well, all of our cakes are made custom made, so everything
Okay,
made.
so everything's custom.
Okay.
Yes.
So
So
custom.
in our case, we will always have little desserts like cupcakes, cheesecake, cookies, that ready to go. All of our custom cakes are made to order, so we never have one ready. If someone happens to give us a call and let us know that they need one that day or the day before, if we're able to do it, we excuse me, we can definitely have it ready. But all of our cakes are made to order.
So, can you order a custom cupcake?
Sure, done it. We've done it where people want a different flavor with a different buttercream or frosting, or they want a filling in it. So we have a list of flavors and fillings that our customers can choose from, but we don't have it just be, okay, you can have chocolate cake, you have to have chocolate mousse. They can decide whatever cake flavor and whatever
So they can
filling.
mix whatever with whatever,
Yep.
and you guys will make it?
Yep.
So, like, what's the most flavors you've put into a cake?
I actually have one this week, which you try to steer your customers sometimes when they seem to be having difficulties picking out things. We have one going out that it's a layer of maple bacon, a layer of raspberry swirl, a layer of snickerdoodle. So those are all the cake layers, and then we're having cookie dough mousse in the middle and white chocolate mousse. So that's probably the craziest. We've also had order of a chocolate cake with lemon, which I don't necessarily agree with, but if it's something the customer likes together, then we're happy to do it.
Well, that's pretty creative. I
And
never heard any
it's
cake
very
like that.
creative sometimes.
So, with the name Simply Caketastic, where did you come up with that?
The name was one of the hardest things I had to do, just because when I decided to have a business, you're like, oh, fun, we get to name it. I would come up with something. I run it through my husband or my sister, or hey, what do you think of this idea? And then when I Google it and see if anybody has it, and then of course you get like 5 or 6 of them coming with the same name. So we had a lot of trial and error, and it just kind of stuck when we came to that.
Was there a name that you really wanted, but it was taken?
We had Once Upon a Cake. That was one of the favorites we liked. There's been a few, but I always seem to shy away from it being like Jesse's Cakes or stuff like that. So Once Upon a Cake was probably the one that I really wanted, but there's a lot of Once Upon a Cakes out there.
Okay, so like ordering online, like is it like complicated, or like is it like easy process?
It's a pretty easy process. You just go to our website, and then you can scroll through our pictures. You can also go to our ordering side of our website, and they can just scroll through and pick and put it in their cart and then pay for it, and then just fill out the information of it. They are having it delivered, or they're picking it up, and then just give us descriptions of writing if we're writing on a cake, or if there's a certain thing they want a certain way. So it's very user friendly.
Oh, okay, that's pretty cool.
So, not just about what the certain cake you made, but for the event it was for, what was like the most unique event that you've made a cake for?
Um,
Aside from like weddings and all that.
Well, we actually have one of our first ones coming up this week. We just joined what is called Icing Smiles, and it's a nonprofit organization that has brought cake makers across the country together. And basically what it is that we make cakes for children that are terminally ill or going through an illness. So that way they can still have a great birthday party or some kind of party, and where, you know, we can do a beautiful cake for them that they may not have normally have gotten. So this week we have a little girl down in Shoreline that we're doing a birthday party for her, and we're doing a Minnie Mouse cake for her. So that's probably one of the most special occasions we've had. We've done cakes for different banquets and charitable events. So we have a lot of different unique and special ones that go out, but that one's probably one of the most special ones. I'm really looking forward to it.
Let's see. So, could you like walk us through like a typical just day of working inside the?
Yeah. Basically, every day
Cake
is
shop.
different. So on Tuesdays we have our store open during the week, 12:30 to 5. And my assistant comes in the morning, so she preps everything. She comes in, starts baking off and decorating cookies and cupcakes, and that way when we open up at 12:30 we have a case full of desserts. On Tuesday we'll start and we'll just go through our orders and get them organized and start our baking process. And by the end of Tuesday all of our cakes are baked off. Wednesday we'll come in and we'll bake or build all of our cakes. So all those cake layers we'll actually make them into our cakes. And then Thursday we have our crumbing day, so that's when we frost all of our cakes. And then Friday and Saturday, like I said, are the days that we will actually finish cakes and do the decorating to them. So during the day, it just varies from which day it is to our
So
day in
every
life.
day is a different process.
Absolutely, yes.
So is that how it's always been done around in your shop?
In our shop, yes, just because we have such a limited hours, so we have to get as much done in a limited time.
So did it take you a while to figure out the most efficient way to make your cakes?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
So when I was working out of my home, I was doing it in my spare time. So it was when the kids went to bed, or when I had an extra hour or two, or I'd do it in the evening. Here we have basically a 5 to 6 hour window that we must get everything done in. So, you know, we kind of played around with which way is the best way, and we kind of stick to our schedule now just because it works best for us.
I see. So do you wish the hours would change at all?
I do, and I struggle with that just because of having my little ones, but happily, both of them will be in full day next year, so our hours will be expanding to 10 o'clock, which is awesome. Just because it's a little bit difficult for some of our customers to see us.
Yeah.
But this coming fall, we should be able to open up our hours.
So right now we'll take another break and we'll play our third segment, Ways to End the Conversation.
Not including this one.
Hello, Lee. Good morning. How was your day today? My day so far has been amazing. I just love the sun. I feel like the sun brings out like more joyous attitude. How's your attitude? I'm just loving the sun. It's like it's so early and it's already out, and it's just like, you know, maybe I should go to the beach or maybe I should go talk to someone else. Hey, Patri.
Sprechen Sie Deutsch bitte? Italiano in the Vecos? Corvo? Almost done.
Perfect! I finally found you! Oh, sweetie, I missed you too! oh God. Okay, that's a lot of tears. I'll check on you later. Emily, so I know you're having an emotional
Oh,
breakdown.
ring. I have to take it. It's my grandma.
How is she? It's a day and night for you.
Okay,
Where are you going?
Co-host Ryan and our guest from Simply Caketastic, Jesse. Well, we've come to the end of the show, and I guess would you like to say anything else? about?
Well, we're just happy to are very honored that you guys decided to have us on the show. We really appreciate it. If anybody is ever interested in stopping in and seeing us, we're on State Avenue, right next to the tuck shop. So I'm sure with prom coming up, you guys are very aware of where that is. So we always have desserts ready, and you can go to our website, www.simplycaketastic.com, and go through our pictures and just see what we do, and also our Facebook page, Simply Caketastic. And then we're just really happy that for us to be here.
All right, thank you so much for being on
Yeah,
the show.
thank you.
Thank you.